In Northwest news, using a portable toilet is bad enough, and for one Portland woman, it became scary when there was an explosion. The Associated Press has the story.
Authorities near Portland, Oregon are investigating homemade explosives planted in a portable toilet and a mailbox. The first explosion occurred in a porta potty on Saturday afternoon while a woman was using it near a softball game.
We believe, it could have been a bomb, so we treated it as an explosive device, as a potential bomb.
The woman was treated for minor injuries. Areas around the park and a school were evacuated, but no other devices were found there.
Sad to see the decline and vandalism like that.
A short time later, a second explosion slightly damaged a mailbox about a quarter mile away.
We don't know what their intention was. Whatever it was reckless. And in this case, it caused injury to the victim, and now we're looking for a suspect.
Authorities say the explosives were made with chemicals available at most grocery stores. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
The wife of former Seattle Mariners outfielder Carlos Peguero was sentenced to a year and a day in prison for using bank cards that belonged to pitcher Felix Hernandez's wife for a $191,000 online shopping spree. Maria Jacqueline Peguero pleaded guilty in February to wire fraud and was sentenced yesterday in federal court in Tacoma. Prosecutors say Sandra Hernandez had asked her for help in making some online purchases after the two women became friends. Peguero then used the information between June and September 2012 for unauthorized purchases at Saks Fifth Avenue and Nordstrom. The Seattle Times reports the charges were questioned when Saks Fifth Avenue asked about the difference between the shipping and billing addresses. As a part of a plea deal, Maria Peguero agreed to pay restitution. A Seattle woman called police to report a peeping Tom, but it wasn't a person at her window. It was a drone. Cairo's Joanna Small has the story.
A Seattle woman says this is the peeping Tom of 2014. She called police to report a drone spying on her in her apartment near Stewart Street and Terry Avenue. She said when she looked down, she saw its operators pack up camera equipment into a car and take off.
Well, that's interesting. Big Brother much is kind of my gut instinct.
People who live here admit they're slightly creeped out.
It's a little bit odd. I wonder kind of why it would be flying around and to what purpose.
The good person in me wants to believe that it wasn't someone trying to watch me or someone else in the building, but who knows?
Legally, it doesn't matter. Cairo 7 asked the Federal Aviation Administration, and just today, it reaffirmed rules for unmanned model aircraft. They only address air traffic safety, though, not privacy.
People do have an expectation of privacy in their home, and they should. But if somebody's outside and they can get a picture of you through your window, that's just living in the city, sorry.
Seattle police admit there's not much they can do about drone complaints, with one exception.
If you feel threatened by it or if you get hit by it, then feel free to tell a person, hey, look, that's not cool, or you can call the police and we can do the talking for you if you wish.
The Navy plans to send the Everett-based aircraft carrier Nimitz to the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard next year for a 16-month overhaul. The Kitsap Sun reports the Navy promises more information soon on how the move across Puget Sound to Bremerton will affect families. The Nimitz returned to Everett in December from a 9-month deployment in which it saw action in the Afghanistan war. It also entered the Mediterranean Sea last November, where the strike group conducted operations with NATO allies. Do you feel like a mosquito magnet? Do you get bit more than others around you? Scientists say the reason could be in your genes. If you work out a lot, are pregnant, or had something to drink at that backyard barbecue, mosquitoes might find you more attractive than the person sitting next to you. Smithsonian.com reports that scientists say that an estimated 85% of the reason why mosquitoes find some people more attractive than others can be blamed on your genes, something you can do nothing about. Your blood type might be the reason for the bites. The site points to one study that found mosquitoes landed on people with type O blood nearly twice as often as people with type A. Folks with type B reportedly fell somewhere in the middle. It's reported that the reason mosquitoes find pregnant women and regular exercises more attractive is because, in part, they have a higher body temperature. and what you wear might have something to do with it. Smithsonian says mosquitoes are also attracted to people who wear certain colors, like black, dark blue, or red. A medical entomologist at the University of Florida says colors that stand out attract mosquitoes because they use vision as well as scent to locate humans, and those colors might just make you easier for them to find. Sounds like a good reason to wear some bug repellent. And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.